Aloha. You're watching F5 On Demand. I'm Technical Marketing Manager Peter Silva. We're here at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center in Vegas for Interop2013. We're in booth 2127. It's the last day of the show, but if you're here at the show, please come on by and visit us. Earlier this week, we announced a partnership with Big Switch Networks, and I have Aaron Edwards, who's a technical marketing engineer with Big Switch Networks. Thanks for joining me, Aaron.
Thanks, Peter. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. And so I just thought it'd be interesting to catch up with Aaron so we can get a little more insight as to the announcement, what it means for both organizations, and ultimately what it means for you, our end users. And so first, tell us a little bit about Big Switch Networks. What do you guys do?
Great. We're the industry's leading open software-defined networking company. We manufacture and make basically a software-defined networking controller, software-defined networking applications, and switch-light firmware. So we basically make light, thin switching software to help industry and customers adopt open flow networking in their environments.
So SDN obviously is, at every conference nowadays and in every publication is this hot topic going on within the industry. For those who might not know, real briefly, what is SDN?
Sure, SDN is software-defined networking. It's a paradigm shift in how basic networking operates. It allows you to completely control every aspect of networking and separate the control of the network from the actual switching part of the network. So now you can have a centralized, orchestrated network that's much more intelligent, much more intuitive, and a lot easier to use, in fact, and more scalable. There's so many more benefits of it. It's really a great innovation. It came out of Stanford. Started with a project called the Clean Slate Project, where they said, hey, if we had networking to do over again, now after 30 years of learning about networking, what would we do? And it's really kind of the result.
And so our partnership really, as I understand, integrates the Big IP application delivery controller into your SDN technology. Is that right?
That's correct. It's such a great fit too for what is being done at layer 4 through 7 that you guys are doing with all the great intelligence you guys provide in application delivery, application load balancing, optimization. It meshes really nicely with what we're able to do. And because of the kind of the complementary capabilities of what we can do and what you guys can do, we can come up with some really interesting solutions. And that's kind of what we have here. Is the first level of the demo is basically showing, just kind of give people an overview of what Big Switch does. We have a nice suite of products. So we said we're an open company. We have open source products, and we have our commercial products, kind of an open and a commercial style support. How that meshes in nicely with what we can actually do with F5 is we can do a really easy service insertion at the network level. Okay. So as customers are wanting to deploy cloud-based solutions like OpenStack, we can help orchestrate that. So now whenever people want to do a single point of presence, a single portal for their customers or their help staff, what we can do is when they enter information into there, it'll automatically send information to our controller, and we will help the network send the traffic to the load balancer, eliminate a lot of the hassles that can happen with load balancing, and a lot of the things that have to be done to make sure that traffic transits a load balancer. We can take care of that and make it easier on the F5 administrators. At the same time, we can also instantiate a lot of the F5 technology, so we can bring in VIP addresses, address pools, redirect traffic over to those actual addresses. And it's very flexible in how we can do it.
And so it really just, it helps speed up deployment. Those who might have cloud installations or virtualized applications spread amongst multiple, cloud infrastructures can then basically fire this up, and then they're adding that application delivery intelligence to their already existing infrastructure?
Exactly. So it just makes it really seamless, really painless, and really, just really a lot easier to do. So, and a much more robust capability that they can put on the network, a lot better stuff that they can get out of it from the joint cooperation that we're doing.
And so I see these various service insertion types. Maybe go through these real briefly.
And note that we say firewall here, but this applies for any service. So this could be load balancing, this could be firewall, layer 2, layer 3. So number one, we can help insert in an open flow network at the top end at a layer 3 where the device is acting as a router. We can act if a device is acting as a passive switch, so like a firewall at layer 2, we can insert it that way. So even if you're doing load balancing at layer 2, that's another way we could insert. We can also, and this is the most popular way that people like to do the F5 with this solution, is as a bump in the wire off to the side. So they don't need to reconfigure their entire network. They don't have to have the default gateway set over to here. They don't have to do server NAT to make sure that traffic returns back to the load balancer. The OpenFlow network can intelligently redirect the traffic over and only redirect load balance traffic. So if you've got database groups, you've got backups, other traffic that you don't want to have, taxing the load balancer, because we don't need to send that there. We can bypass that automatically. You don't have to deal with special routes or anything tricky. So it's a really elegant solution on top of the orchestration.
Right.
It's very slick.
Pretty interesting stuff. So helping administrators deploy their clouds, making their clouds much more resilient and disaster recovery and fast, secure, optimized, available, all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
So how can people find you guys online?
Sure, you can go to our website, www.bigswitch.com, or you can also find our partner page on our website. We've got information about you guys, and anywhere in the press release too. We've got good information for both of us.
And then do you guys have a Twitter handle people can follow you on Twitter?
We do, at Big Switch.
Cool. I really appreciate your time, Aaron. Very interesting stuff. So for Aaron Edwards with Big Switch Networks, I got Christine behind the lens. Thank you, Christine. I'm Peter, reporting for F5 Networks from Vegas. Thanks for watching.